One, two, one, two. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Back for Ask Melodic Mic 1.5. Yes, back for another one. Real quick, who's this joining me right now in this?
Can you say me?
I can see you. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Keisha. How are you, Mike?
Is this Keisha?
Yes,
Is this Miss Keisha, the one that's been trying to get me to answer these some of your questions?
that is me. Yes,
Nice, nice. It's finally awesome and blessed to meet you today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. Let me preface this real quick. So for all you guys that are joining in, watching, you can go ahead. I just posted the link on my Facebook page. Join us on the event page. You can link in through there or link in on the Google Hangouts link that I posted also, and join us live in the conversation. Some people I know that are a little soft-spoken, quiet, conservative, excuse me, all that would rather watch, and that's absolutely okay. So please enjoy this. I wanted to do 1.5 for this weekend because Miss Keisha right here looks like she had a few questions or a line of questions that she's about to fire at me, and hopefully I can knock these out of the ballpark. So if you don't mind, can you please just introduce yourself and where you're from and the reason why you contacted me to do a 1.5 this weekend?
Sure. So my name is Keisha. I'm from Rhode Island, and the reason I contacted you is I've had an opportunity to watch a handful of your videos, which really intrigued me. Like the way you think, really, it has me interested. So I thought it would be really cool to just speak to you personally and just ask some questions that I came up with.
I love it. To all my East Coasters, I could tell she said "thought." Um,
The accent kicked in.
it is fantastic. Love it, love it. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this because I know you're grilling me for not being able to get on yesterday. So I won't give you the time. Go ahead, shoot and fire away.
Well, first, I do want to thank you. My apologies for yesterday. My technical difficulties, I didn't plan accordingly, so that's my bad. So I just want to thank you again for just taking the time out of your day to do this. So appreciate it. All right, so I do have a list of questions. The first question I have is what inspired you to start your YouTube channel, basically to begin your venture in helping people?
Oh man, look, the initial start of it had to do with I was giving out advice to like 5 or 6 different people, guys and girls, and I noticed that I was giving roughly the same advice. It was a dating advice, and it was roughly the same thing, and all of them, all 6 of them, I believe it was at the time, were like, man, that makes sense. That made so much sense. Let me go ahead and do that. And as that kind of turned, I started thinking, if 6 people kind of trust my advice and my opinions, what happens if I just started doing videos and just put myself out there and see if I can just touch other people in this world and have a little bit of weight and conviction behind what I have to say? Because I mean, it's easy to speak to friends, but then once you go ahead and put yourself out there, and there's strangers and there's people who are they're seeking for just a difference of opinion. That was just a whirlwind, and I love it. I love the fact of just continuing to serve and feeling as though that's what I was blessed to do. So.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Next question. Looking back on your life, what advice would you give your younger self if you had the opportunity?
Let's see. So in retrospect, what would I tell my younger self?
Yes.
It all works out.
Amen.
That's it. It all works out. I mean, trust and believe. I had to go through my spats with I mean, for a lot of you that have followed me, well, my father and I aren't like the greatest, but we work on it now. Um, I am a black sheep in my family, been through that. I had to go through my life experiences, but it all works out. Trust and believe. Let me show everybody. Everybody knows I'm very Catholic Christian, so um, that wasn't always in my life either. And I found my way back, but it all works out. It all works out.
Agreed. Okay. Next question.
Can
Who
I
or
ask you real quick? Real quick,
Sure.
how many we shooting at today?
Oh, let me see.
Damn.
About 11. Is that too much? I can cut it down.
This absolutely, because what I want to do is I want you to feel as though you're comfortable in shooting all your questions because this later on will what you cultivate people feeling more comfortable. Oh, you know what? He's approachable. So
Mhm.
let's go ahead and tag on in and it gives an opportunity for myself to answer as many questions as I can because it's so difficult to do so through message and email that everybody's been sending me. So this is actually awesome. So go
Cool.
ahead.
All right. So next question: who or what inspires you? Who do you admire slash look up to?
Ooh, that would be easy. That person right there, the ultimate sacrifice for us.
Okay.
Um, but if we're gonna talk about nowadays, after everything I've been through, I look up to my parents. I think back. I told my coworkers this. I think back about how, especially my dad, how he came over here to the States to, he escaped Vietnam, and just thinking about that really put things in perspective because I don't ever have to go through that. I don't have to ever escape from a country to go to another country and to ride a boat for I think he said it was like 8 months to an island to get sponsored by someone and to come over here to the States and then start with nothing, absolutely nothing. So that puts perspective. And then my mom's just strong to deal with my dad and me. That man, that woman, no, that my mom is a trooper, to say the
Cool.
least. Those are the first two people that off the top of my head.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Next question: what will be your next travel destination? Something
Ooh,
you're thinking about.
great question. Real quick, I noticed that we see 4 viewers adding in right now, so welcome to those who are tuning in. Like I said, if you guys want to join us in the conversation, please click on the link or add yourself somewhere over there and jump on in. But my next travel destination has already been booked. We are planning on going to Alaska come May 2016.
Awesome.
I'm gonna hit Vancouver and then go on an Alaska cruise. And for all those who haven't cruised before, I would say do it at least once. I never thought about being stuck on a boat for that long and actually having a good time, but dang it, it's awesome.
I second that. Must
Yeah,
do it in your lifetime at least once.
at least once, yes. Like skydiving.
Sure. Okay. All right. Next question: what are your pet peeves?
When it comes to people or myself or dating
In
significant other,
general, anything that just gets under your skin a little bit.
um, lack of respect. And what I mean by that, I mean from kids all the way to adults. I mean, um, ooh, is it Pilar? Okay. Um, they'll come in soon. And let's see, pet peeves. So lack of respect is one. Common sense. Lack of common sense kills me. I mean, I can't really pinpoint something, but just something that I feel as though could be, hey, you know better. Like you knew that was going to get you in trouble. Lack of common sense, yeah, those two pet peeves go hand in hand for me first.
Cool. Yeah, common sense isn't so common, is it?
Oh, heck no. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have to bite my tongue and walk away at times just because it's like, are you serious? Do
Yeah.
you know? Okay, I have had enough. I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done.
I'm the same. I'll just walk away. I'll be like, did you think about that before you said that? No, I don't think you did. Okay, cool. Next question.
I
So,
love shoot, shoot, shoot.
okay, let me know if you want to stop me and if you have questions for me, that's also, I mean, I'm cool with that. Um, so it seems like you're into a lot of different things. You have a lot going on. So what do you like to do to relax or chill when you have a day at your leisure?
Work out.
Work out.
I'm gonna be 100% honest when I say that because if you guys have noticed, today is the first of the month. I usually put a new picture up on my Facebook profile picture, and it was, you can see the before, a 5 year journey to where I am now. It's I don't put it up to show off. I put it up to inspire and motivate others. But that's like my relaxing is. It's got to the point in my life where fitness and being healthy is just taking precedence. I mean, I like to do that. I like to read now. I used to hate reading. Go figure. Um, and and just be in the company of good, positive people. Like that's just, I don't care if we're working out. I don't care if we're having a meal, conversation, or we're just taking a walk on the beach. All of us, like a group of us, just good vibes. Yeah.
Good stuff. I agree. I work out too. I do kickboxing, and it's nothing like, that feeling afterwards. So it's definitely a good thing.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You afraid to sweat?
Um, no, actually, I'm not, and I'm going to admit it. It doesn't take much for me to sweat at all. So I'm
Man,
actually like up there sweating with the guys. It's a little embarrassing, but it kind of runs in my family. So it is what it is. If you're not sweating, you're not working.
don't ever be ashamed of sweating. I'm gonna give you a tidbit though. For those, I think I can speak for majority of the guys that work out. Guys that work out and see women who sweat and put in work, it's attractive. It's hot. It's ooh, yeah. It gets the blood flowing. I love to see. I was telling one of my friends that one of my biggest turn-ons is seeing a girl being able to actually go on the squat rack, put on some plates, and actually do like racked squats. It's
Good.
hot.
Works out for you, huh?
Man. Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
no, I sweat to the point where like I could come home and wring out my clothes. It's pretty gross, but like I said, it is what it is. So like I said, you're not sweating, you're not working. So
How it should be. Absolutely.
next one. All right, so we all have times when we doubt ourselves. What do you do to stay motivated to reel yourself back in when you have those times, those moments?
Man, being having this platform on YouTube has been huge. And there are times of doubt. There definitely are. There's times sometimes I'll say something and people be like, "You shouldn't have said that." Well, okay, well I did. So what next?
Mm,
To bring it back to be honest, I put myself in prayer. And I in prayer, not like as a Catholic we were raised to say prayers, we were raised to say, certain things. My whole thing now is conversation. Like if I just have an open dialogue with my Lord and Savior, and kind of just bring myself back home. If I feel as though I'm genuinely, intentionally doing what I feel as though He is working through me for, I'm good. Yeah, there's no doubt. Like, I'll meet my Maker, and then He can tell me if I did something wrong or not. But ain't nobody else on this world's gonna go, "Oh, you did that wrong. You did this wrong." No, it's not gonna happen.
good. I like that. That's cool. Next one. What's your favorite movie?
Mm, y'all gonna trip on this one. So, um, my favorite kitty movie, not kitty, but Disney movie, I'm gonna say it's Remember the Titans.
Love that movie.
That's like in my top five easily. Uh, man, I love Brown Sugar. I love Love and Basketball, The Wood, um, Friday. Let's see. Yeah, those are right off the top of my head. Those would be my, yeah, go-tos. I love watching movies I can see over. Like I can watch Hitch over and over again. I'm a fan of Will Smith.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. Yeah, but Remember the Titans, I'm not gonna lie, I can watch that over and over and over and over.
I'm the same. I really like that movie. Can you believe I think it's been out like it just had its 15th year anniversary. So I feel a little old.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
don't worry about that. I feel like that every day.
Cool. What would you say is your most annoying habit? If your friends and family would say, "Oh, Mike, I can't stand when he does this," what would you say? They think they would say.
Um, you work out too damn much.
Really?
Yeah, my friends, a lot of my friends have seen the transformation, and my lifestyle's changed a lot. So every time they want to go out late, or because I don't really drink anymore. I used to be a big beer drinker, and then vodka, like vodka was my thing. Hey, big up to Diddy, Ciroc, yep. Grey Goose, anybody want to sponsor? Yep. Um, but
Shout
then ever since this health and fitness really kicked in, I don't go out too much unless I really, really want to like really cut a rug. But that's about it. They would probably be annoyed at that, and they'd be annoyed of me always wanting to plan to do things. I think a lot of my friends go just with the flow, and I'm learning to do that now and not be so, okay, we need to do this and this and this and this. No, it's more of like just go with it. Sometimes roll, just roll.
I can sympathize with that though because I'm a planner and it's a gift and a curse, in
Mm,
my opinion. But yeah, I'm learning more to just kind of be a little bit more spontaneous and go with the flow. But it's hard. Hence why earlier when I messaged you, I was like, just for planning purposes, because legit, I'm like, well, I kind of need to know what's going on. But
right.
so I can sympathize with you on that. I feel you.
Hey, real quick, let's jump in. Just want to say hi to Pilar. If I'm not pronouncing this correctly, please unmic yourself and welcome yourself in. And Jaqueen just left, but she'll be back. I know she'll be back or he'll be back because they kept going in and out. So thank you for joining, and all those who are viewing, thank you for joining also. But back to your questions. Fire away.
I only have three more left.
Oh shoot. Okay, then we're gonna have to really get into the nitty gritty things because
Well,
I know you probably have some stocked in the back of your head. You're just kind of like, should I ask him or should I not?
um, no, not really. I'm pretty good at asking questions. If I have one, I'll ask. If something
Okay,
comes up, I'll uh, I'll definitely ask.
do it. Don't be shy.
All right. So next question: what physical feature on a woman is an immediate turn on for you? Some guys.
Smile,
What is it?
smile.
Oh, smile. Okay.
Smile's the first thing. Yeah,
Cool. Well, there's that.
makes it easy. Yeah, if for some reason oh man, if a girl can like, there's something about. I'm gonna set the tone real quick. So going into a room, kind of meet and greeting people, then you catch someone's eye from the corner of your eye, and they give you like this slow smirk. Oh man, it makes you just want to go. I need to go see you right now. Nothing else matters right now.
Cool.
So yeah,
Would you say that you're a morning person or a night owl?
both.
Both?
And the reason why I say that, I wake up early to go get a workout in, and then roughly by midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm crashing, and then in the evening tonight, I'm back up. It's crazy, yeah. And
So, but
so
so you get up early in the morning to work out, but are you like one of those, walking around the house whistling and waking everyone else up type morning person, or you just kind of you get up, do what you need to do, keep quiet, and you know? Because I know some morning people that will be cleaning the house, whistling, walking around, like crazy stuff.
I'm respectful when it comes to that. I'm very aware of my surroundings, and other people are. You got to understand the people you're around. Like for instance, if we go out to, like, my buddies and I will go out to Vegas or do a weekend getaway somewhere. They know the next morning I'm up. Either I'm leaving the room to go to the gym, or I'm going to be doing a workout early in the morning, blah blah blah, and everybody's still sleeping. But I'm aware enough where I keep it quiet. I don't do anything that'll wake anybody up or piss anybody off. So, um, yeah.
Cool.
So I'm both a morning and night. Pilar, if let me jump in real quick. I think if you go to the top of your screen, if you unmute yourself, there's a microphone. Unmute yourself there, and then unvideo or put the video camera on so we can see and hear who you are. So, but yeah, no, I don't wake up going. No, no.
Okay, not
I'll
good.
be deep in thought and deep in prayer by then.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, last question I have is, do you want to have kids, and if so, how many?
Oh man, of course I do. Of course I do. But y'all know nonprofit ain't no profit. So
But with that said, it's all about the outcome, not the income with nonprofit, right?
it's true. But in order to raise a family in our society nowadays, you need some income.
Very true.
Yeah. So I work with kids, so damn, these kids are my kids. I don't even, it makes me not want to have kids. But I want at least minimal of two of my own, but I think at most three. Yeah. I've always, for some reason, I've been a stickler on that. I'm an only child, so having siblings, I want to be able to give my kids like their a lifestyle, that kind of lifestyle. I'll probably be able to live through that and learn from them also. I'm looking forward to that. But I would like two to three. Yeah, two to three.
Cool. Shout out to the Only Child Club.
Oh man. You too?
Yeah, I'm the only child.
Uh-oh. All right. Do you defy that stereotype of being spoiled?
No, not with my mama. No,
No?
no, absolutely not. I mean, my mother was a single teenage mom, so I mean,
Mm.
we're fortunate enough to where we have a close knit family and have a real good support group. But there were times that she was working two, three jobs at a time, plus going to school. So I definitely know the value of hard work and working for everything you have. But I mean, she did. I didn't have an unhappy childhood or anything. I mean, a lot of good memories, a lot of good times. She did what she could when she could. So, but no, I definitely not spoiled.
It's funny that people always say that's the first thing off their mind. Hey, you're an only child. You're spoiled. Let me tell you
Mm,
something. Can't be spoiled when you grow up poor, you know,
yeah.
or lower middle class, if we still have a middle class, whatever it is. But it's all the upbringing. I think it's different now. I don't even think I was spoiled because I was a latchkey kid. And for those who are younger joining in, a latchkey kid is when you're raised by someone else because your parents are basically working. And I'm not talking about a maid or I'm not talking about a butler. I'm talking about like family member. And my great grandmother raised me for the first 10 years of my life because my parents were working. They took off at like 5 in the morning. I don't wake up till 6. Give my butt something to eat. Head to the bus stop. And then by the time I get home from like football practice or whatever practice I had, my parents already ate dinner. So I'm eating dinner by myself and then going upstairs and studying on my own. And that was the cycle of life for like until college.
Hmm.
Who it is? Who you be right there? Did you unmute yourself? Are you shy? She's a little shy. We can see it. Keisha, you want to bring her in?
Hey, is it Pilar? Am I pronouncing that correctly? We, I don't know, Mike, if you can hear her, but I can't hear her.
I can't hear her either. Did you unmic yourself or did you put the microphone on the top? Make sure you click so it says microphone, I think unmute microphone or something like that. Yeah, it's on. Oh, okay. You either gonna have to scream here. Let's do a mic check. Can you just scream real quick, Pilar? I feel like I'm on a radio show right now. Do something crazy and just scream. Watch her mic's not even plugged in.
Right. She must be able to hear us though, right? I think.
Yeah, she can hear us as long as you tune in. Let's see here. Your microphone should be on. I'm looking at it right now. Figure this out. If you can hear me and we can't hear you, but you do have questions, go ahead and type any question you may have. I'll read it out loud and attempt to answer your question. All right. You're shy, but you. Keisha, you said only child.
Yes.
Wait, were you born and raised in Rhode Island?
Yes. Yes.
And I know nothing about your state.
Well, it's the smallest state. Uh, I don't know. It's cool. We have the seasons, so like right now you're going around, you can definitely see the colors changing on the trees, which is pretty cool. So, what else about Little Rhodey? Um, Really
Pauly
good.
G.
What was that?
It wasn't that guy. Was it Pauly G? The guy with the big old
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. DJ Pauly D. He's from Rhode Island. Yeah,
Pauly G. Yeah, that was like the one thing that came out of Rhode Island.
we've had a few more than that now.
Oh, my bad,
We've
my
had
bad.
a few more locals, but yeah, no, I mean it's a cool little state. You know, certain things that you would only find in Rhode Island, food wise. Um, so yeah, I mean it's cool.
Nice. I've been a Cali kid all my life, so born and raised on the West Coast over here, and I mean, dying to see more of this country and this world. So yeah, I mean, if there's anything that you probably caught on to me and all you guys that are all the viewers and stuff that people that are going to be watching, I'm very into traveling. I'm very into seeing this world before I pass. Um, I'm not all on the glitz and glam when it comes to cars and all that stuff.
Ditto. I definitely want to do more traveling. I have a list of destinations, that I want to go see. So definitely.
What's your next trip?
I have always wanted to go to Japan. That's like I got to make it there. So I want to go to Japan. I want to go to China. I mean, I could go on and on. I want to go to Hawaii. Um, there's just this many. I want to go to Singapore. I've been wanting to go there for such a long time. Where else do I want to go? So there's just, I mean, I could go on and on with where I want to go. So any one of those destinations, I mean, I'd probably have to say Japan would be my number one right now.
Oh, I hear background. Who's that?
Hmm?
Hey, who are you and where are you coming from?
Oh, hi.
What's your name?
My name's Jacqueline.
Yeah, Quinn, where are you coming from?
Oh, well, I'm from Las Vegas. I
Oh,
just,
you're from Las Vegas.
yeah.
Oh, what's up 4.5 hour drive away?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, well, I was just coming in, and I guess I did have a few questions, but then you guys were talking about only child, and I guess I might as well join the only child club too. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'll introduce you to Keisha. You want to introduce yourself to her?
Yeah.
What was that, Mike? I didn't get that. I'm sorry.
Would you like to introduce yourself to her as
Oh,
the
sure. I'm sorry. So my name is Keisha. I am from Rhode Island and
Mhm.
also member of the Single Child's Club. So
Hmm.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah, well, I just had one question. Well, you guys can finish up your topic, but I did have one question on my mind whenever you're ready for it.
Okay, we're right now we're just talking about travel destinations. And
Mm-hmm.
Keisha over here is planning to go to Japan. No, she's not planning. She will make that happen.
Absolutely.
Yes, she wants to go to basically all of Asia and Southeast Asia. Right. Um, Jacqueline, are you looking to travel?
Yes, of course, I want to travel. That has something to do with my career goals. I want to go over Europe and I want to go over Asia. And actually, my major is a French, so I want to do something that has to do with like translating there or something. And then just recently, I took up this Chinese course, so maybe I can have some sort of impact on China or whatever. I don't know. I just want to travel. Yes, I do have those traveling desires.
Nice, nice. Well, let me say this. Big ups to China real quick because they just lifted up the one child per family or per household or something rule.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think that's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause like otherwise, I think if you did want another child, you would have to like pay a fee, or like if you were a twin, then maybe you would get like that's a loophole too. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just glad that they can have more children.
you know what
Yeah.
that means? That means more. That means more happy married couple.
Yeah. And then they get to build their empire more because they have more people to spread it through, I guess. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, hold on real quick. Pilar over here just sent in a message.
Hmm.
You said that we don't have to be ashamed to sweat. That it can be sexy sometimes when you're sweating in the gym. However, what happens when you are sweating every time? That can not be disgusting. Now, if you're saying every time, do you mean just randomly sweating, or every time in the gym? If it's every time in the gym, go on with your bad self. But if you're like, I know some people have perspiration when it's hot outside. That's understandable. They do have portable fans, battery operated fans. Hook yourself up with one of those. Um, you know, the Asian people have fans. You can carry yourself one of those. Spray bottles. Keep yourself in a cool environment. Drink a lot of water. Um, okay, that I mean, it depends on the person. I think for me, I know people who are bigger, you know, and I understand that there's going to be times where we go somewhere and they're going to sweat because they're bigger. I used to be like that. It just takes people to kind of just embrace other people and understand that, hey, that's just who they are. That's what they're working against. Can it be disgusting? It's all in the eyes of the beholder. That's all it is. So I hope that answers your question, Pilar. Yeah, Quinn, what's going on with your question?
Ah,
Let's jump in on that.
yes, my question. Well, I was just wondering, like, what was the specific point and when you wanted to start doing what you do as in YouTube and stuff? Because I was looking at, like a past, like for your past things, and I noticed how you made a good transformation and everything. So I was just wondering, like, what was that one single moment where you just like, I have to make a change. I have to like, I should do this. I should do this. Help people and YouTube avenues or whatever. I just want to know, like, when was that sparking moment?
It's a great question. I know Keisha asked the same question earlier, so I'll give you the same
Oh,
answer.
I'm sorry.
No, absolutely fine. This will just fine tune my answer. Let's see. I've always been the type to just want to help people. Like what I noticed was a few years back, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I was helping like 6 individuals with their relationship, what they were going through, and I was providing roughly the same answers each time. And noticed in all 6 months that wow, I never thought of that perspective. It was good,
Hmm.
and they wanted to continue, or they felt like it was helpful. That kind of sparked my interest on if I could help 6 people now, I wonder if I just put myself out on YouTube and
Hmm.
more people. That's it.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because I think like what you're doing right now, I think it's really a nice thing, and I like how you have your own mindset. I know like the other like live thing that you did, was it yesterday, like, or like recently, but like the most recent one, you were saying how like you want to have your own train of thought, and it's okay if it's different from other people's. Mhm.
Absolutely. I think I think in this world, especially in the states here, there's so negative, and we're always fighting to prove that we're right,
That's
right,
true.
right. That we don't take time to just listen. Like, all the things, all your questions that need to be answered, if you honestly, attentively listen,
Mhm.
you will get answered. It's not bad to have your own opinion, but we need to respect one another enough to get to that point. So, yeah.
Can I add to that, Mike, real quick? Just kind of to jump off of what you just said.
Mhm.
I agree with you. I feel like a lot of people tend to listen to respond versus listen to understand. And I think that if people took more time to listen with the intent to understand versus listening with the intent to respond, I think people would really be able to take more time before saying what they say, doing what they do, or cast judgment on people. That's just my own personal opinion, but I feel like people listen with the intent to respond versus with the intent to understand.
Oh yeah. You know what? And as I was mentioning in my video yesterday, or in my ask them a lot of questions. I feel as though everybody's so and people are so quick to bitch, complain, man, but they never figure out a solution or the point, but they won't point this way.
Mm.
Great.
So how what's everybody up to this Sunday? Well, for some of you guys, this Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yes, I just went from church, so that was a good experience for me. Yay. But it was just my typical Sunday routine. But other than that, I was just having, it's just a regular Sunday day. That's all I could say.
Okay, okay. Appreciate it. What about you?
So just kind of doing some things around the house, watching some football, stuff like that. Nothing crazy.
Right? Um, but Laura, there's like, oh, she said that real quick. Um, I did one. I need to ask for your guys' favor.
Sure.
If you guys wouldn't mind, please keep in whatever spiritual realm you are. But if you can please keep myself and my cousin-in-law in your guys' prayers. For all you viewers out there, I'm gonna drop the bomb on you guys right now. And the reason for that, my cousin-in-law and I are in the next phase of a show that we're hoping to get casted on. So if things fall the way, hopefully that's what we want. Things will fall, then we might be casted for a show to give us exposure on something that we've created, a product that we've created. This next week, he and I will be flying to the Bay Area. We're going to work with some executive casting. Uh, and if we get chosen for the show, who knows what's going to happen next.
So Jacqueline, I'm sorry. I don't know if you could hear him. I could only get like tidbits of that. Mike, you were kind of breaking up. I did hear you say
Yeah,
something that you're working on something with your cousin, but I wasn't able to get much more than that. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's pretty much the same story with me. But yes, I will pray for you though.
Yes, and I got that. Yes, I will. But I specifically, I missed the specifics
We
on that.
kind
I'm
of
sorry.
just both of us
Oh, it's all good. It's basically what I'm saying is that we're going to be heading up to the Bay Area and meeting some executive casting for the show.
Okay.
If we get chosen for the show, we get to stay on for the live taping of it.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Okay. Ah, that sounds fun. Okay.
Well, good luck.
thank you.
Yeah, I support you.
Definitely keep you in the prayers. Prayers going up your way.
Mhm.
Positive prayers, positive vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
Like I said yesterday, my I hope to get this caught to Cardi, to Wendy Williams, to Ellen, to whoever, and just to show that an average guy like myself could just do something good in this world without like needing to be a celebrity. You know, um,
Hmm.
I would hope in the near future that they could bring me on, and whoever, where, however this works out. I would love to be able to sit down with them and just chit chat about potential working with them. It's something.
That'd be awesome if you could do that. Get onto that type of a platform to really spread your message. So fingers crossed that will happen for you.
Yeah, I enjoy your message too, and it's good and uplifting, and not everything is about race all the time, so it's just digestible for anybody, It's good. So I support you fully.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We want to keep this ball rolling. I feel as though YouTube's creating this platform where these videos are going to continue on past my time here on this earth. And so I hope, and you know how the circle of life it continues to go and go,
Ah,
and so
yes.
there will always be people who are going to be seeking for advice or assistance or whatnot. And I hope they can look at these videos and go, damn, okay. other people are going through similar things that I'm going through. There's people who there is a community that cares.
Yeah, I agree. Good stuff. Do you have any questions for us, Mike? We can flip the script a little bit. We were asking you questions.
One of my biggest questions is usually when I ask people, how long have you been either following me or watching my videos, and why are you doing it? So, Keisha, you go first.
Okay. So I came across one of your videos maybe a couple of months ago. I was researching a topic, and one of your videos popped up for that topic, and so I watched it, and then I think I was still continuing to do research, and then I think another one of your videos came up, and I remembered the name, and so I watched that video, and then from that I'm like, wow, like this dude's like I'm love his vibes and the message that he's conveying and all that stuff. So that's when I started following you, and I was like, because I'm all about just positivity and uplifting and empowering and inspiring. And I feel like we need to have more people like that in the world. So I was like, I'm all about positive vibes. So anyone that I can follow, or, you never know. Sometimes you never know um, how much impact, uh, a person's words can have on somebody. So you just, that's the reason why I started following you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, and as for me, I think I've been watching for you for about a year, and I think the one that had drawn me was that whole AMVW community thing. But actually, nowadays, I'm not into that one anymore because of a lot of reasons. But like when I saw your other videos, I thought, oh, those are like really helpful and they're really good, and I like how you stand by your beliefs, and I like how your transition from your earlier videos to now, like I like how you were determined to change from there, and so I was like, I think I would follow you, and I like your inspirational videos. So
Thank
thank you.
And can I add something, Mike?
you. Uh-huh.
So the other thing too, so when I started watching your videos, it was really kind of eerie because I'm like, oh my God, he's the male version of me. So a lot of our beliefs and thought processes align, they mirror with one another. So it was really eerie. I'm like the same things that you kind of believe in or kind of feel strongly about are the same things I do. So I'm like, wow, this is really eerie. So that was the other thing. But,
Hmm.
I also want to say that's a huge compliment. Thank you both. Um, a lot of people have told me that being a male version or just someone speaking so openly about certain things that they
Hmm.
I hope that with me doing this, with me stepping up to the plate, that it kind of empowers everyone to believe in themselves and to believe to have conviction behind whatever they stand for or whatever they want to pursue. I think it's huge. And so, again, thank you, YouTube, for creating this platform. Thank you, Google, for creating this or continuing this. And I look forward to see how everybody here, in your own right, becomes a trailblazer and just do what you need to do to motivate those, your circles, that surround you. Um, Lar, I see that you have another question. Sorry to change topics, but I just saw that message. What's your question? You having issues with your microphone? Um, and so we're waiting for her to type her question. It's probably going to be something pertaining to sweaty, being sweaty. Don't you hate it when you sweat and your hair gets messed up, something like that? But I appreciate you guys. Seriously, it's been a journey, and I always have to tell myself that it's not going to spread as fast as other channels that are like comic relief or music channels or anything like that. It's very difficult because a lot of people, how do I put it? They Yeah, everybody's on their own journey and path, so they have their own answers, or they're seeking their own answers, so they don't want to hear it from someone else. I get a lot of flack from a lot of guys actually, because I may be divulging too much, or I shouldn't be telling women this, or yada yada blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, I want to create a culture of gentlemen. I want to create a culture where women feel as though it's okay to be with a great guy, a good guy that makes them feel safe and that takes care of them, that they don't have to necessarily change him. Um, and women are empowered to just, you know, wait and don't just seek attention or seek, the attention of a man. Um, and so we'll see where this goes. It's going to take a long time, but I'm in it for the long haul. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
We need more gentlemen in the world. So, you know,
Absolutely. Shout out to Jadena. What up, Jadena? Who's trying to be a classic man? Exactly.
Yeah.
more that. So kudos to you for, you know, continuing that and, you know, in it for the long haul. Because I mean, you're right; it's not going to happen overnight, but it'll happen.
It'll happen. You
It'll
know what?
happen.
As I'm looking, the culture is slowly shifting back, and I think it's just kind of like fashion and music. It goes in cycles. Like there were times where skinny, tight-fitted outfits were the in thing, and then became baggy again, or became baggy, and then now we're in our skinny fit, and like looser clothes later on, or something like that. It's like music. Music went from, well, hip hop went from very conscious hip hop and rap to dumbed down lyrics and just really good melody and production. And now we have like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole stepping up and making more conscious music. So I think it's gonna go in cycles and circles. But sooner or later, we're gonna get more gentlemen, more people with the balls to stand up to just be good people in society. And I'm waiting for that to happen.
Like, do you mind if I ask you how old you are?
34.
34.
Hmm.
I say that, people laugh. I got
Yeah.
it from I crack up because I literally get it from my mom.
Really?
My mom looks so young. It's crazy. I'm
Yeah.
praying with her.
Oh.
Ooh, real quick, as you guys can probably see right now, Lar just posted another question.
Oh.
If you don't mind me, I'm going to answer this one real quick, ladies.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the time that we are now, where being a gentleman or lady doesn't work, everything is fast. Have we changed? Hold on. Have we changed for the? Let me see how this works. So, Laura, if you're asking,
Mm.
I'm trying to gauge your question here. Are you asking how do we change for people, or in the time that we are in now, where being a gentleman lady doesn't work, everything is fast. Everybody wants to be fast. Have we changed? If we, oh, oh, how do we have to change to be like that? Right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so you gave me the head nod. Do you have? No, hell no, no, absolutely not. No, no, stop it, stop it right there. You be you. That's it. Like if you don't want to be fast, you don't want to be easy, you don't want to be a thought. I guess that's the term they use now.
Mm.
Don't. If you want to be a lady who waits, if you want to make a guy earn your presence and earn your heart, do that. Because at the end of the day, like one of my videos I said, it only takes one. It only takes one. You're not trying to cater. You're not trying to date a massive amount of men or guys. If you're watching this, if you want to date a massive amount of women, you're gonna see and figure out that one, you're going to be broke because you're trying to cater to so many women at once. And two, all you're doing is picking the things you like about individually, and you're not giving your whole hundred to that one person, right? So, um, if you don't want to be fast, do it. And if people are making fun of you, who cares? That's not you. Within your heart and in your soul, you know what you want, who you want, the type of people you want. Surround yourself with those type of people and be around gentlemen. And then obviously you're going to be constantly around great guys. And sooner or later, you're going to get that one Prince Charming who ends up being your king or your queen, and boom, you're good. But you know, crazy people are the one that changed the world, right? Okay. I mean, sorry, Keisha, sorry, Quinn. She, I apologize. She had it more. I mean, many people think that I'm from old school, and that I'm so classic. A classic woman? A classic lady? Okay, let me throw this out there. Does it sound better to be a classic lady than being, okay, I don't want to use a hoe, or someone evil, or someone that guys don't even respect? I'll let you think about that a little bit, all right? And if you want to go ahead and continue following other people and not leading in your own right, like I would love to see you go lead the change. Like for instance, me wanting to lead the change of boys being men, boys being gentlemen, versus boys being idiots, or boys being degrading, disrespectful. Like, yeah. So you have to make that change. And if it goes against the grain of everybody else,
Mm,
Quinn, Keisha, anybody want to chime in on that?
Um,
oh,
I can add something maybe from like a woman's perspective if you don't mind, Thor. I think that was a go ahead. All right. So I can completely understand where you're coming from. I used to be that way where I would constantly question myself, you know, should I conform? Should I change myself to make this person be more attracted to me or make this person want to be with me? It took a long, long time for me to realize that me being who I am is enough and that I am not willing to conform or change or compromise myself for anyone, that whoever he is going to be, he's going to be willing to climb that ladder for me and isn't going to think that my standards are too high. I feel like, you know, I watch a lot of Steve Harvey, and
Mhm.
I really believe in what he says, where he says that we're the prize. And that guy that really wants to be with you and love you for you, flaws and all, he's going to make that climb to be with you. And he's not going to ask you to compromise yourself or conform to his standards for that. Um, you know, and so personally, any guy that does that, I would put him on ice real quick, to be honest with you, because that's not a good start. That's not a good way to start it off. I mean, I think you have to dig deep down within inside yourself and know that you are good enough, and don't let anyone tell you different, and just be you and do you, regardless of what other people think or say. At the end of the day, they're not paying your bills, is how I look at it. But yeah, but I can understand the pressure because I've been there, and it is tough because you want to fit in and you want them to like you. But at the end of the day, I think it's most important just to really stay true to yourself, and that person who wants to be with you will be the right one and won't mind climbing that ladder to get his prize. So that's just my opinion.
hmm,
Awesome.
okay.
Can I add something? Pilar, are you listening? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, let's give a round of applause to Keisha for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Lord, look, this is what I want to add. The first thing you do, first person you see when you wake up in the mirror is who? The last person you see, the last person you visualize before you go to bed when you brush your, well, hopefully you brush your teeth at night too. But I'm just saying, you're gonna wash your face. You're gonna see yourself last. No one else. All right. So you got to be able to really hone in on who you are.
Okay. I have something as far as gentlemen go. Well, I think it was just yesterday that I was watching this certain video that was talking about how, like, America, they built this culture on, like, prideful men, and then that pride is, like a false sense of pride, and then, like, she was being really deep and talking about how, like, to let out the real pride that it's good to have a wife, and that's what, like, a wife is for, as far as, like traditional, and so the wife can bring out the real sense of self worth in the man instead of all the other things, like, you know how, like, the stereotype is like, oh, if a guy gets all these women, then, you know, he's the man, and if he has this and that and that, and then he's the man. But it takes a woman, though, and it's interesting because, of course, the other thing is that the stereotype is that they don't need a woman for them, they just need them. So I think that's all I wanted to add for the gentleman thing. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
okay. I'm trying to say, was that a question or was that your final statement?
Oh, it's just I was just something, since we were talking about gentlemen, I was just something that I was just thinking about and was kind of holding on to.
Got it.
That's all.
Um, man,
Laura, I
th-
hope that was helpful.
yeah. I hope that was, Laura, I hope that was helpful to you. Um, and that you find refuge in this community of just positivity. That's all we're doing. I want people to know that this is a community. We're building a community of just positivity. We're uplifting. We're growing with one another, and use this as a safe zone to always come back and hopefully you link with myself, Keisha, Quinn, and knowing that there's people out there who want to continue helping people, other people, really get to like a next level of happiness. So, oh dang, it's been an hour, everybody. Um,
Time flies when we're having fun.
Time flies, but here's the thing. I just want to, because I gotta head out soon. And the funny part is, I'm about to head to the gym. And so,
Shocker.
excuse me, yeah, shocker, right? Um, but I want to say thank you so much. Like I said, I'm looking to do these Ask Melodic Mic sessions at least once a month, just so people can collectively get together, brainstorm, get feedback, not just from me, but from everybody else that joins in, and get support. Because I think a lot of people, and I feel a lot of people in the world feel alone. And so if we can create a community where everybody feels as though I can go somewhere and just be me, not be judged, and just be loved, then man, and then we're doing the right thing. So thank you to all you ladies, Quinn, Keisha, Pilar. If possible, the Quinn and Keisha, can you each, the Quinn go first, but can you each, as we exit, leave us with some words of encouragement so whoever watches this can
Ah, yeah, so I just want to say that, especially what's been going on in my life, like, if you mess up, and don't feel like that's your last chance and your last straw, because, like, that could be the thing that gets you better, and it can be even better than what you thought. So if something bad happens and messes up all your plans, like, don't worry, you know, you can just pray and make sure you get everything together again, and then once you get better, it'll be even more better than you planned before. So that's all I want to say to people. That's what I'm learning right now.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Keisha. What about you?
So I think for me, one thing that I would like to convey is to just believe in yourself. Um, I have recently found that when you do that and wholeheartedly do that, it's amazing the things that you can accomplish. Have faith too. That's another thing. Truly believe that whatever it is that you want, that you can have it. You're gonna have to put in some work, but stay consistent, stay positive, stay motivated, stay hungry. But just remember that everything starts with you. You be your own motivator. Don't look for on the outside for other people to validate you or to encourage you. Um, and just stay true to yourself and don't let anyone dull your shine, basically. And the sky's the limit. Or actually, what I like to say is your mind is the limit, not the sky's the limit. So, but I think that's how I'd like to leave it.
Awesome, awesome. Laura, if you want to add anything, if you want to type anything really quick, and send it over, I'll read it out. But I'm gonna send everybody on this note. 4 letters. Love. God is love. Love is God. Love yourself. Love the life you live. Love what you do for a career. Love is the essence. I mean, as cliche as it sounds, if you love who you are and what you're becoming, if you love what you do, if you love the people around you, if you just constantly give out love, nothing is going to shake you. Nothing is going to touch you. It's an unbelievable feeling. You just wholeheartedly love everything, all aspects, good and bad, and embrace everything about your life. So just go out and love and don't be afraid to get hurt because as long as you continue loving, hurt's not going to do. It's temporary. It goes away, you know. And so continue to push forward, continue to move on, and just continue to love. All right. So, like I said, it's been an hour. We'll be doing this again, so look forward to another one soon. It will be a Ask Melodic Mike 2.0. I want to thank you all for those viewers that came in and out. Thank you for dropping in. For you ladies that came here and shot questions, shots fired. Thank you. I appreciate it. But until next time, like I always say, stay blessed. And I'll be back real soon. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Mike, again. Take care.
Yes. Have a great Sunday.
You do the same. Bye bye.
Here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.